Okay, so my plate is ready, my string is ready. I am now ready to begin doing stitches on my plate to add my design to my plate. Now the first stitch we're going to talk about is a back stitch. This stitch is the best stitch for outlining any kind of lines because it creates a solid line. The other stitch we're going to talk about is a running stitch. That one creates kind of like a dashed line, so like a line that you would see in the middle of a road. So I want a solid line for all my circles, but then for these parts of the sun that are coming out, I'm going to do a dashed line by creating a running stitch. So the first stitch, like I said, we're starting with is a back stitch. When you do a back stitch, you're going to start from the back of your plate and bring your needle through to the front. So I want to start at this hole right here. So I'm going to poke it through that hole and pull my string until my knot catches in the back. Okay? So now for my back stitch, I'm going to go to the next hole and go down through the next hole. And you'll see it creates a little line. Okay? Now, I want to come up through the hole that is next. Okay? So I'm actually going to come up through this hole. So I need to find it on the back, push my needle through, and pull it up. Now, if this was a running stitch, I would just go forward, but we're doing a back stitch to create that solid line. So what I'm going to do is instead of going to this next one, I'm going to go backwards. So I'm going to take my needle and go down through this hole that I've already gone through once before. And you'll see when I do that, it creates kind of a solid line. So again, you're going to go to the next hole, stick your needle through. Okay, now that I'm in the front, I need to go backwards, and I'm going to go down through this last hole. Okay, again, go up, through the back, and then we go backwards and down. Up through the back, find your next hole, and pull it through, and then go backwards down through that hole you just wanted. Okay, and you can see as I'm going around, it's curving because I have my holes kind of curving, and you can see that's making this solid line because I am kind of overlapping my string in that one extra hole. Okay, so the back stitch, you're always going backwards. And like I said, this is a great stitch for outlining stuff. So you'll see when I'm done here that my sun will have a nice yellow outline. And I'm actually going to do the back stitch in the middle circles as well. So I'll be adding some different colors here. So I will be stopping the video because you don't have to watch me do that whole thing. And when you come back to see the running stitch, you will see what this looks like with all of my back stitches complete. Okay, so I hope the back stitch makes sense to you. If you need help, you can always ask friends or rewatch the video because the video shows what you need to do.